Welcome to the Superwoman of the Travel Industry, brought to you by The Dope. Today, I have a guest all the way from the sweetest part of India, Kolkata. Come meet a superwoman who started her career in the travel and tourism industry with a staff of 2 and a typewriter. With a background in science, her passion and hunger to succeed in this industry have always led her to achieve great heights. With little or no support, our next guest has always pushed boundaries and helped others grow along with her own self. As the director of Gainwell Travels, our guest is Ms. Madhulika Saraf, helping her business become Eastern India's largest and one of India's leading outbound travel services companies. Gainwell Travel, established in 1991, sends more than 25,000 passengers to destinations worldwide annually and organizes various specialized individual and group tours under the brands such as Edu Tours, Gainwell Sports, Gainwell Mice, religious tours, and flexi tours. Come, let's find out more about this superwoman, Miss Madhulika Saraf. Hello, how are you feeling today?
I'm good, Ranjini. Thank you for having me. Very excited. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. I'm so excited to interview someone finally from the sweetest part of Kolkata. Tell us a little bit about your past and your journey in the travel industry so far.
You see, the life, what you think about life and where it takes you is a different story. Sure. So, I was a science student all in all and wanted to become a scientist really, and ended up marrying because I was the eldest of 5 sisters, so I was married off when I was 19 years old. Then after marriage, we had to move to Calcutta. I was married in Guwahati, and we were looking for something to do, wherein it just happened. We started in my bedroom with one staff and one typewriter. And we just tried to be different. We tried to do different things. And I think that helped us. So here we are.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at, understanding about Gainwell and, how it started. I believe now probably it's how many years? It's been more than close to 29 years now?
29 years, yes. That's how old my daughter is. That's how old my daughter is. I started when she was 2 months old. So
wow. And do you still handle, which section do you handle right now, currently? What do you handle? You do the overall?
Yeah. See, fortunately, my staff is still with me. And most of my staff for last 30 years are with me. They consider Gainwell as their family. So I have tremendous faith in them. So I don't do day-to-day things now.
Sure.
But I'm looking out for innovations, looking out for, different things to happen, looking after the advertisement, the brochure, the product development, and basically looking out for something new to do, to innovate. So, and just guiding my staff. So that is what my role is now. Because my children have also joined the business now. So wow, I'm taking some time off. So
which is very. Do you forecast a trend in the global millennial traveler? Have you reinvented or scaled up to attract their business?
The future definitely is online. The future definitely is mobile. People are definitely not going for travel alone. They will go for experiences. They will go for new things. That is why we are also innovating. So first we came up with cruises as a product. In fact, we were one of the first cruise agents in India. Then we developed religious tours wherein we attracted senior citizens. So we saw tremendous response in senior citizens traveling a lot abroad. Then we have lately got into Gainwell Sports. Now, Gainwell Sports is an amazing experience, and we've had rave reviews. We've done tremendously well, and we want to take it forward, and we've seen success. So this is where the future is. You have to innovate. There has to be niche. The people will travel for experience. People will travel for new things and for something new. So it'll not be just travel alone. So they want experiential travel.
Okay.
Like there's a World Cup happening, so they want to be there and see it. Then there's some very new resort which is totally new, underwater, hanging on the mountain, hanging by the cliff. That is where they want to be now. So that is what I predict.
I'll ask you, do you see that women are very cautious in scaling up their entrepreneurship, like diversifying?
Yeah, I agree to what you're saying. Women are very cautious, and definitely this is where a little help, like if you're married from your husband, if you're not married, then maybe from your father, definitely you would need help. But only for women who have not had a lot of experience in education, who are not educated enough. I think if you have the qualification, the right qualification, I don't think that will be a hindrance.
Okay.
It's only women who are less qualified would need some help. That is what I feel.
And do you think 5 years from now, do you find an increase in women entrepreneurship?
Well, you've seen it. Women are everywhere. Women make better leaders. Even in these pandemic times, you've seen in the news the women presidents. Wherever there are women presidents, that country has a better control of the coronavirus than the male counterpart, right?
Absolutely. That's what the statistics have been, the rounds of the statistics, which has been the trends which has been going all around the world. And coming to the current situation in the travel and tourism industry, how has the lockdown and COVID-19 affected your business and you personally? I'm sure a lot of us have come out positive in terms of diversifying into something, or some people have taken up new hobbies. Have you done anything like that?
See, as far as business is concerned, I would say it's down almost to 90%. So it is not been easy for business at all. It is down. There is no doubt about it. And I think it'll gradually catch up. Travel is not going anywhere. I think travel is the greatest pandemic. Thankfully, it will be there. It will always be there. So I'm very hopeful about travel. The business will pick up, and for me personally, I think it has been good. It's been good in a sense. I wanted a break after 30 years of business. I wanted break, so I'm free now to pursue my hobbies. I like playing poker. I like painting. So I've given it a lot of time. Fortunately, I've had time to pursue all that. I've had time to bond with my parents, to get their affairs in order. I've had time to bond with my children. Thankfully, they are here at home. So it's been good. It's been good. And personally, we are trying to look after our health more. We are trying to upgrade our skills. In terms of my children and me, we are trying to do some courses, trying to upgrade our skills, trying to better our knowledge. And then lately, we've opened our office 3 days a week, and my staff has been coming, and we are reorganizing. We are putting our data in order. We are putting our accounts in order, and basically, we are getting ready. Okay. We are getting ready for whenever it opens.
What are your views on the perspective on the way forward? I know everybody is talking about sustainability, growth plans, and cultural innovations. How do you think Gainwell as a company, how are you going to cope up with these kind of norms, the new normal as what people are talking about? How are you trying to incorporate these matters into your organization?
See, I don't think anybody is fully prepared, and we don't know when this will stop and what will happen in future. But definitely, unfortunately, we have scaled down our staff, we have scaled down our operations. At the same time, we are trying to come up with innovations as we have always done. And we are very upbeat about Gainwell Sports as such.
Okay.
So because we were sub-agents for ICC for last 2019. 2020, we were agents for ICC for the World Cup, which was supposed to happen in Australia, for which we worked very hard, and we were very successful. And now we have to all refund all the monies that we've taken advance. But it's been postponed. It's been postponed, and we hope we'll come up good. We'll do well in that. So we are very upbeat about this. And of course, we will innovate and we will go by the guidelines given by various governments in the world. And I'm sure travel will pick up. So
it's a temporary phase. And do you believe in mentorship and networking opportunities, or are you part of any international tourism organization?
See, Gainwell has been in very close contact and works very closely with various tourism boards in the world. And it definitely helps us. They have, over the years, they have really helped us in marketing, in getting new products.
Okay.
And it has definitely helped us a lot. And recently, whether it's Australian Tourism Board, Singapore Tourism Board, Switzerland Tourism Board, everyone has helped us. It really helps. It really helps.
Okay. Do you mentor people from the travel and tourism industry?
Yes. In fact, I have. And recently, for last 1 year or 2 years, I've been, meeting people in India and abroad where they have told me that, ma'am, we have learned under you, and thank you so much. We've learned this, we've learned that, we've learned this from you. I go for a bid for a big group, for a big business, and I have people sitting on the table with various companies, and it feels really nice. They come and say, ma'am, do you remember me? We have worked under you, ma'am, we've trained under you. So it feels nice, and I'm always happy to help people and to see that they have grown, and very happy to see them where they are now.
Could you just tell me about a message for the future aspirants of in this industry? A message for them and your parting comments.
Okay. See, what I would say for the future aspirants or people for this travel industry, if you work hard, you focus on your work, and you have a passion for it, then just go for it, and you will definitely achieve what you want. That is how I have achieved it. I have never thought about how much money I'm going to make, what people are going to think. Never. I love travel. I went for it. I had a passion for it, and I'm happy where I am. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for spending time with us, Ms. Madhulika. I mean, it was really a pleasure having you on our show. And for all the people who are watching this, I'm sure you would have loved and gained a lot from this interaction with her. So please do not forget, as always, show us some love by like, share, and subscribe to The Dope and to the Superwoman of the travel industry. So till the next time, bye for now.
Bye. Thank you so much.